I got you on camera.
Hi.
This is the first day, Jamie. Hi.
What's
How are
up?
you?
I'm well. How are you, Dave?
Kisses.
Oh,
How's it going?
nice
Good
to
to
see you.
Hi,
Dave,
I'm Dave.
Lindsay.
Nice to meet you.
So we just ran into Tim Meadows.
Really?
Yeah. We're gonna walk around the pro shop. Oh, hey, Tim Meadows.
How cool is this? So Jamie, of course, is our social media whiz on Muscle Insider, and she's at Goals Venice for the first time. Is it the first time?
Yeah, first time ever in Los Angeles.
How cool is that?
Pretty good so far.
You've been looking forward to this for a long time, huh?
Yeah, like since 1965.
Wow.
Since it opened, I wanted to come. Yeah.
It's so cool. It's so good to have you here.
We're ready to train.
I know. So, hey, once you get against that wall, social media, there you go. Get in there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. All right.
Amazing.
So Eric's on his way,
Solid.
and he's can't wait to meet you. We've been waiting for you guys to get here for a long time,
Fantastic.
and it's so good to have you here, Jamie.
Good.
And then
Yay.
this weekend we're shooting the next Be Built by Broser with yourself truly in the show. So I hope you're ready.
Yeah, let's
It's
do
gonna
it.
be
Let's
great.
do it.
All right, good to see you, Jamie.
Man, you're
You drive that Stingray like a grandpa.
Well, you know, you got to be careful with that thing, you know. Step on the gas too fast.
Did you see who's
you're in
here?
the next county. Yes, I see.
Hi.
Saw you.
How are you? How are you? So good. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you for changing your date, by the way.
You know, it worked out even better, Jamie, actually, because he had some stuff to do yesterday. We usually see each other on Wednesday, but he says, "Oh, can you come later?" And it's hard for me because I don't live that close, so I hit tons of traffic. And I said, "You know what? Let's go tomorrow." Jamie arrives. Let's just meet at 12, and so it worked out perfect.
So good. So good.
Perfection.
All right. So I told her she's going to be in the next BBL by Broser this weekend. I said she better be ready.
Yeah, and I said, what are we filming? And he's like, I don't know.
You got to ask Merlin.
Okay.
Guess I got to come up with something fast.
Yeah, fast and good.
Maybe you'll just press me over your head like 10 to 20 times.
That's it?
I love
We're
that.
gonna need more. We're gonna need
I love
more.
that. All right, let's get in there. First time at Goals Venice. We're gonna have fun today.
Let's do it.
All right. We're ready. Arms today with
Yeah,
Jamie.
we're here with Jamie from Muscle Insider. And Dave behind the camera as usual.
So excited.
So yeah, we're here at Gold's and on Sunday. We're doing some arms and hopefully we're going to send Jamie back to Canada not able to lift her hands over her head.
That's the goal.
But yeah, so what we're doing today, we're doing a little FDFS, fiber damage, fiber saturation training. Figure I'd throw that at Jamie today. We're starting off with barbell curls. What we're going to be doing is somewhere around 4 to 6 repetitions per set, give or take. The negative portion of the rep is going to be about 5 seconds. There's going to be a 1 second pause at the bottom to set yourself. Explosive to the top. Then a 1 second pause at the top for a squeeze. And then again, a 5 second negative. Very, very taxing. And you don't need, even though the reps are low, you don't need that heavy weight because of this tempo is really, really slow and tough. So
So we're gonna tape Jamie. You're gonna explain, and Jamie's gonna demonstrate for us the whole workout today. That'll be great.
You got it.
Let's do it.
5 seconds down. Here we go. Feel the bicep stretch. Hold up hard. Good. Squeeze. Come on, Dad. Let's go. That's it. Perfect form. There you go. No biceps. No shoulders. Nothing. Beautiful. Come on. Pause. Up hard. Good. Squeeze. And then 5 seconds. Just training on that negative. Here we go. Up. Good. Almost there. Come on. Good. Powerful. Let's go. Come on. Up.
Come on, Jamie.
Come on. One more rep. One more rep for Philly. Come on. Perfect rep. Here we go. And up. Get it. Negative. Beautiful. Nice set.
Nice.
All right, we are here for our second exercise of the FDFS arm workout. First exercise was barbell curls, and we really focused on the eccentric portion. The second exercise, we're going to focus on the eccentric and the stretch. And this is the best way to damage muscle fibers so that they have to grow bigger and stronger. So we're going to be doing a one-arm cable curl here. And we're going to set up so that it's sort of almost like a preacher. So at the bottom, you can have this full stretch. It's almost like you want to very, very slightly hyperextend the elbow very carefully to get the full stretch on the bicep. We're going to hold that stretch for 3 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to squeeze right to the top. and then we're gonna come down in 3. So it's gonna be 3 seconds at the bottom, explosive to the top, 1 second hold for a squeeze, and then a 3-second negative on every rep, and that's gonna really, really crush the arms. Again, we're gonna go for around 4 to 6 reps, but it's okay if you get 7 to 8 reps. You just wanna pretty much stay under 10 and go to failure, and you can always adjust the weight for the second set. So that's what we're gonna do now.
Yeah.
She can feel it. All right.
As you can see, she's got that 3-second negative. At the bottom, she's almost going to hyperextend a little bit, hold that full stretch for 3 seconds, and then explode. Now, the stretch under tension is a great trigger, a great anabolic trigger for growth. And it also releases local IGF-1 into the muscle, that could also help with growth. And that explosion out of the bottom is also a very strong trigger. So there's a lot of strong triggers for growth here. We have the negative, which damages fibers. We have the stretch under tension, which damages fibers. And then a very, very strong pull, quick pull out of the stretch is also an anabolic trigger. So this is a very good growth movement. And it could be done on a lot of different movements as long as it could allow for a full stretch. This is just the one that we're using today. Come on, squeeze it up. Good, come on. Good control, good control. Full stretch, come on, right to failure. Bicep shot.
Come on,
Boom.
Jimmy. Good.
Full stretch. Up, get that rep, come on. All bicep, no shoulder, nothing, come on. Finish it. There it is.
Boom.
Finish with your stretch.
All right.
Perfect set. Okay, so we're now moving into, we did the damage portion of the fiber damage, fiber saturation program. And now we're going to move into the saturation portion, which is basically after we damage the muscle tissue, we tear everything apart, split up the fibers. Now we want to saturate them with as much blood as possible. So we do that now, switching into more of the way we're going to do our reps is a little bit quicker, a little bit more piston style, not out of control, but more like a 1 second up, 1 second down kind of a thing. We just want to force the blood in there, and we're also going to go for higher reps. If you were just doing a singular set, you'd be looking for about 20 to 25 reps a set, but what we're going to do is we're going to superset 2 movements. We're going to do this machine right here, which is kind of like a machine preacher, and we're also going to do a hammer curl to activate the brachialis as well. So we'll do probably around 10 to 12 reps for each one, so we can nail that 20 to 25 range and get a lot of blood in there.
All right.
You can see now she's doing a little bit more of a piston, just down and up, forcing as much blood as possible into the muscle, but staying under full control. Still no momentum or anything like that.
You don't have to go all the way down like 100% also.
No, because this we want to keep, we're looking for constant tension now.
But it's not a stretch.
Not a full stretch on this one. We already did that. We did the full stretch. We did the eccentrics. Now we just want to flush it with blood, just like a machine. Just want to drive as much blood, oxygen, nutrients into the muscle now. Help for repair. Come on. Right to the edge. So right to failure. As far as you can go. All bicep. Good. Now she goes to the second movement immediately. Just hammer curls. Again, still very strict. Elbows close to the body. No momentum, but a little bit quicker pace.
Yeah, it's only the forearms moving. Yeah.
Right. And what we're doing is we're working the brachioradialis here and the brachialis in the bicep area. And of course, still some bicep as well. And again, we just push this to failure. We want the 2 exercises to be at least 25 reps, but it could be as much as 50. Depends on the day. Good, come on. And the burn, the lactic acid from this is absolutely insane. Come on, come on. This is really a mind game now. How far your mind could take it. Up. It's okay if you loosen up a little bit on the last few reps. You want to keep it going. Beautiful.
Nice.
Perfect set, perfect saturation set, full of blood, repair and growth. This is Dave doing the saturation set 5 weeks out of his next show. Come on, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Come on. Gotta bring up those arms. That's the goal here. Bring up the arms. Come on.
You got this.
You can see all the fibers moving in his bicep. Come on. Come on. As many reps as you can get.
20.
You can do it.
Go.
Come on.
Come on. 22. Come on. Up. Come on. Pull.
Up. Up.
Fill it with blood. Come on. That's it. That's the way to pull.
You got it. You got it.
We know that he's doing a bicep workout, but we look at all this crazy stuff going on in the back too, 5 weeks out.
How can we not? Everything is flexed right now. Even his calves have a pop.
Yeah. But again, this movement, the hammer curls, I'm doing this specifically for Dave, especially because, again, I've mentioned this before, we're working very hard on bringing up the forearm muscle, the forearm flexor, the brachioradialis, and we want to bring out more brachialis, so he has more definition in the arm. And it's been working very, very well. Come on, Dave, let's go. Lots of reps. Come on, lots of reps. Come on. Up.
Let's go, Dave.
Up. Come on, get those brakes. Get those brakes up. Please. Come on. Up. Finish strong. Finish strong. Come on. Up. Up. Nice.
Wow.
Come on.
Come on.
Pull.
Nice.
He doesn't stop. He's a machine. Okay, so we're still training arms here, goals with our buddy Jamie, right?
Yep.
How was biceps?
Awful. Pretty
Awful.
bad. Pretty bad. And by bad,
In a good
I mean
way.
amazing.
In
Yeah.
a good way.
Yeah.
So now we're going into triceps and we're going back to the damage portion of the workout. So the first thing we're going to do is focus on the eccentric or the negative portion of the rep. And we're going to start it off with a good basic movement, close grip bench press. We're going to do it on the Smith so we have really good control. We're going to do about a 4-second negative on this. We're going to do a 1-second hold at the bottom, explosive push to the top, and then a 1-second hold at the top just to reset for the next rep. So this will be again damage portion, eccentric, negative is going to be what we're going to focus on, and we're going to kill it and build some triceps. Let's go, Jay. Okay, so Jamie's about to do her second damage set of close grip bench press. She's going to count 4 seconds slowly on the way down. She's going to hold for a second so there's no momentum and then explode to the top. And then at the top, you notice she doesn't come right back down. She resets herself first for that 4-second negative.
Yeah, you do that a lot, that reset second.
Yes, I find that very, very important to keep momentum out of the movement and also to put your mind into the muscle. It's almost like you could say to yourself, tricep, and then lock it in and then go. This is a great movement for mass, especially about the 5, 6, 7 rep range. Come on, Jay, you got one more. Come on. Another one. Let's go, come on. Push, get it. Nice. Perfect set. Nice. Okay, so now we're into our second exercise of the damage portion for triceps. First exercise, we focused almost completely on the eccentric with the close grip bench press on the Smith, and now we're going to do a seated overhead tricep extension because I want to go for the stretch. So what we're going to do is about a 3-second negative, still focusing somewhat on the negative, but we're going to hold the stretch at the bottom for 3 seconds, and then we're going to explode to the top. So it's going to be 3 seconds down, 3-second hold, and then explode right to the top. And then you can either come right back down or like do what I like to do, which is set myself for a second before I start again. But this time we're looking to use eccentrics and the negative under tension with the stretch at the top, at the bottom of the movement to really force growth into the muscle. This is a very, very difficult technique and it takes a lot of concentration and focus, but it will result in a lot of growth. All right, here we go. Jamie's going to do the second exercise, the overhead dumbbell tricep extension for the long head of the triceps, which is pretty much the meatiest head, the one that gives the most size. Again, to review, she's going to do a 3-second negative, a 3-second stretch, really letting the tricep stretch, and then explode out of the bottom carefully Not with the elbow, but with the tricep.
That stretch at the bottom really kills.
The stretch at the bottom really kills, and it's the key, a very large key to muscle growth. It's an anabolic trigger, stretching the muscle under tension. Up. Come on, Jay. Everything's controlled. Push. Come on, we go right to failure. Up, all tries. Come on, one more. Get it, Jay. Come on, all tries. Up. Get it. Nice.
Good set.
Okay, so now we did the damage portion of the tricep workout, and we're going to go into the saturation portion again to put as much blood into the muscle as possible, carry oxygen, nutrients, and everything in there that's going to help it to recover. We're going to be doing a series of a few different types of push downs, which you've seen on the show before, but I'm going to introduce them to Jamie while she's here. The first one you'll see is an overhead push down, sort of extension push down, which we've done before. Again, we're looking for repetitions around 20 to 25%, 1 second down, 1 second up, pretty much piston light, but under full control. And we're just going to push as much blood in there as possible and help that muscle recover. All right, she's got it. So
Yeah.
is that weight good?
For at least 15, right?
At least. Come on. Going 15 to 20 reps. Keeping the tension on the tricep with this a very unique angle. She's just holding the ball of the cable. Boom, as much blood as she can, all the way down to half reps, quarter reps, whatever she can do. Good. Okay, so now we did the first set of saturation, and what I'm doing today is, like, you know, you saw with biceps, we did a superset for saturation. I don't always do that. Sometimes I do single sets, which we're doing now. And when I do that, I like to hit a lot of different angles, which is something I like to do anyway, just to hit the muscle, different motor unit pools to stimulate, knock off the muscle fibers, and just stimulate growth. So this exercise is something that I like to call a concentration pushdown, which you'll see how I do it. Again, it's going to be for around 20 to 25 reps. I don't know at this point. We're pretty exhausted, so sometimes we may get 15, sometimes we may get 30, you don't even know. But this is a very concentrated movement for the triceps and a very unique angle. I'm going to do my set first, but I'm going to film Jamie doing it, and she's going to learn how to do it right now because it's her first time doing a concentration pushdown. See, this is almost like a concentration curl in the opposite direction. It hits the muscle from a very different angle. As you can see, the way she's holding her hand, it's almost like a hammer grip. She keeps the elbow in one spot. And every single different angle that we use, like I said, hits different muscle fibers, works the muscle completely. So now what we're doing is doing a third movement for saturation. Again, we're changing the angle. I call this fun with cables because that's what we're doing. We're doing one-arm cable movements. The first one came from up above this way. The second one was a concentration, and now we're going to move the cable up to the middle position, and we're going to do almost like an extension movement, which we've done on the show before, but again, different angles, hits the muscle differently, hits different muscle fibers, different motor unit pools, and plus I want Jamie to have some fun stuff to take back to Canada to grow those triceps, so let's get it done.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so again, another unique angle. Using the cable, but again, the great thing about the cable with a movement like this, you cannot replicate this with a dumbbell. You have to have a cable. Full tension all the way to stretch, full tension at the top as well for the contraction. The more angles you hit, the more muscle fibers you will destroy. Come on, Jamie, let's go. Get it. Come on, push. Lock it. Nice. Good job.
All right, you guys, so we just wrapped up the killer arm workout with Jamie. How do you feel? How was that, Jamie?
It's going to be rough to do my hair, like my hands above my head, drink the shake,
shower,
after this
whatever,
workout.
yeah.
It's just not happening. But it was an amazing workout, and I definitely learned. It was like probably the most informative workout I've ever had. It wasn't just brutal. I learned a lot, and like Eric said, there's a lot I can bring back with me.
Is it? I mean, you've watched all the videos before as you do all the descriptions and all that stuff, and we would kind of work together. Is it different to actually watch the video versus doing it, or
yeah, it's different because you see them and you're like you see the faces of the guys Eric trains and you're like, yeah, no way it can be that hard. Because it's not like, you know, you're squatting with 8 plates aside or you're benching with 4 plates,
Yeah.
but it's the littlest angles and the littlest tweaks that Eric makes and the way he makes you hold the stretch that now I feel bad for the people in all of the Be Built by Broser videos.
Especially Dave.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're so glad you came in today.
Thank
Too bad you have
you
to leave already.
for having me.
No,
You're leaving after
don't
tomorrow.
leave, Jamie.
I know. It was so
We got to bring her back as
Yeah, I'll come
soon as
back.
possible.
I'll for sure come back.
And
Scott.
bring Big Dave also because I know he would love to go to one another.
Yeah.
let's put him
yeah,
through
it'll
a
be
workout.
the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
All right, thanks you guys.
Thanks.